Guys, so I'm sure you're wondering why there's just a pack of legends sitting here on camera. Well, I'm gonna try and start something after being convinced by a few friends to actually start recording these sort of things, or just to record these in general. Um, I was sitting on a bunch of store credit for StarCityGames.com, and I was like, you know what, let's do something crazy. So I bought this pack of legends here, and after I opened it, I decided, you know what, it'd be cool to have a collection that's just several binders of one of every pack from Magic the Gathering. You'll have normal nine or 3 by 3, 2 pages. You'll have pack thing up here, rare. Then we'll go down the line until eventually you have your little like rules card or whatever here. So that's what I'm gonna do for you guys. And the friends come in because someone recommended it'd be cool if I sort of kept video log of these sort of as I open them, just an interactive sort of way for the people to see sort of, I guess what's going into what I'm going to call the Booster Archive, which is also the name of this channel. So I cheated with this pack because, again, I did open this pack before, but I figured why not start with a pack that's sort of starting it all for me. I did actually have a video recording of it, but extenuating circumstances caused me to, unfortunately, lose that footage. So we have the booster pack of Legends here, which is the 7th set overall, and what's considered the 3rd expansion, so non-sort of core set, I guess, equivalent. And it was released around June of 1994, so very early on in Magic, which to me is very cool. So you have the booster pack here, is like purple with the cream sort of white here. Magic the Gathering Booster Pack Legends, 15 tradable game cards, part of the Deck Master system. You must have Magic the Gathering to play a Richard Garfield game. And sort of on the back here, you see the old Wizards of the Coast, a bunch of company information. And what's cool about the old packs, I really enjoy, they have little stories here. So you can see here on the pack of Legends here, if my camera would focus. I don't think we're going to get a focus here, which is rather annoying. Oh, wait, we got something. Oh, you gonna get it? Anyway, I'll just sit here and just sort of read it real quick. Like any other world, Dominia has its legends. In this new expansion, you will meet Johann, Gabriel Angelfire, Savitri Skarzem, Hunding, and many more. As you delve into Dominia's mythic past, you'll discover over 300 new spells, potent artifacts, creatures with power to defy death. So enter the world of legends and join the heroes of old in the struggle for Dominia. So, really cool sort of story there. For those that don't know, Legends is very interesting in the fact that when they made it, a lot of the legendary creatures, which the set sort of introduced that whole legendary creature thing, were based on D&D characters and things like that. So a lot of the stuff in the set are based on sort of D&D adventures of the people working on the game, which is a really cool backstory. So again, I sort of cheated. This boost pack's already open, and one good thing about having this boost pack already opened is I was able to go through, because the old packs, when you sort of flip over where the cards are visible, the rares usually it used to go like rares, uncommons, and commons. So for this, I was able to go through and actually put them all back around. So start off here, we have a little card here that's new Magic the Gathering specific to Legend cards. So sort of cool thing that tells you just, hey, here are the new mechanics for the set. So this talks about bands with others, Rampage, multicolored cards, Enchant World, Legends of Legendary Lands, and general rules clarification. So really cool little info-matic here. So our first spell in here we have as an enchant creature for red, giant strength, give target creature +2/+2. So the aura here gives +2/+2. So decent effect there for 2 red. We have a Tundra Wolves that for 1 white is a wolf creature that is a 1/1 first strike. So decent there for a common. We have a Cyclopean Mummy for 1 and a black, which is a summon mummy. If mummy is placed into the graveyard from play, remove it from the game. I like that it only says mummy here instead of the full name. It's a 2/1. You have a Void Fate, which is an interrupt, which is, I guess for newer players who have no idea what interrupts is, best way to explain it would be a split second that you can respond to with only other split second cards. And for 1 green, a Void Fate counters target interrupt or enchantment, can only counter spells that target a permanent under your control. So sort of pseudo give hexproof for target spell. So that's kind of cool. Emerald Dragonfly with Sweet Quentin Hoover for 1 and a green has flying, and then for a green and a green, it also has first strike on turn. It's a little 1/1 here. We have Alabaster Potion for X white white. Target player gains X life or prevent X damage to any one creature or player. And it is an instant and not an interrupt. Next we have Wall of Earth, which is a old school wall that for 1 red is a 0/6, and walls were of course replaced by what we currently have as defenders. We have our first real, I guess, decently valued card, sort of in this series for Chain Lightning, that for a 1 sorcery, Chain Lightning deals 3 damage to one target each time Chain Lightning deals damage to the target or target's controller, may then pay red to have Chain Lightning deal 3 damage to any target that player's short. So it sort of bounces back and forth here if you have the mana up. And I guess, like I said, sort of first money-ish card we have. And to clarify, any card I do open is going to stay part of the booster archive and not be replaced. So any amount of money we open here is going to stay with the collection, which I thought was a, it might be hard, if we open this sweet, if we open a pack 2, pick 1 foil Goyf in this Modern Masters pack here, staying with the group. So cool stuff. All right, let's move on. And that's a sorcery, by the way. We have Rust. That's another for 1 green mana, counter target artifact effect, which must require an activation cost. So, interesting here, it's a stifle only for artifact abilities that require a cost. Alright. Or really just activated ability of an artifact. Giant Turtle, Dirtle Turtle's great grandfather, I guess. For 1 green, you get a 2/4 that may not attack if it attacked during your last turn. So again, sort of, you see where Dirtle Turtles come from this guy. I believe this is their last comment here. We have Lost Soul for 1 black, has Swamp Walk, and is a 2/1. Also, cool fact here, I love the old creature types. This guy is a summon Lost Soul. So I love goofy creature types like this. My favorite, of course, being Uncle Istvan, who is a summon Uncle Istvan. So, he might be a hermit monk now, or human hermit, rather. But I will still say Uncle Istvan whenever I play my Cavern of Souls. Alright, we have our first uncommon, a green mana battery that for 4 mana, you get an artifact that for 2 and tap, you put a counter on it, and then, or you can tap it at a green mana to your mana pool, or you can remove as many counters as you want to add that much green mana to your mana pool for each counter removed. And the ability can be placed in up because it is a mana ability. We have our second uncommon here, Heaven's Chant for 1 white is an instant. Change the color of 1 or more target creatures to white until end of turn. You may choose which and how many creatures are affected. Costs to tap, maintain, or use the special ability of target creatures remains entirely unchanged. Okay, so make any number of target things white, or creatures rather white. So it's kind of cool. For triple blue here, we have another enchant creature called Puppet Master. That for triple blue again, if target creature is placed into a graveyard, return creature to owner's hand. All enchantments on target creature are destroyed. You may pay triple blue to return Puppet Master to its owner's hand if target creature returns to its owner's hand. So, very strange effect here. The creature dies, it gets back to its owner's hand, and then for triple blue, this thing will also come back to your hand. So, very sort of interesting effect that I can't think of seeing sort of replicated anywhere else in more current Magic games. Then we have our Mirror Universe here, which is a rare that for a whopping 6 mana is an artifact with a lot of text here. So, you tap it, sacrifice Mirror Universe during your upkeep, and trade your number of life points with opponent. For example, if you had 2 life points, your opponent had 10 life points, you would now have 10 life points, your opponent would have 2. Effect that prevents or redirects damage may not be used to counter this effect to change life. So a really cool effect here. It's sort of, one sort of shop. I can see this actually being a really fun card in Commander. 6 mana, a lot, but in Commander, get away with it. And then sort of cool effect, tap it, swap life totals with your opponent. But only on your upkeep. So sort of very interesting limitation there to the effect. Really coll art. I think it's supposed to be Shahrazad, maybe, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. Sort of cool art. You see them getting pulled in the mirror there. Alright, guys. So that is our pack of legends. Our rare was Mirror Universe. And the notable cards would be like the Chain Lightning, So yeah, that's the Pack of Legends. That's sort of the lowdown of what's going to be going on, sort of how things are going to be done. Everything's going to be similar to this. So I will talk to you guys when the next video comes out. Speaking of the next video, if I failed to mention earlier, I'm not sure how often these are actually going to come out. You know, I can post them every time I get a new booster. I could wait and then record them sort of all at once, is what I have several boosters sort of lined up that I'm probably going to do to sort of sparse them out. You know, I could eventually start doing one a month when I start getting down to the more expensive packs. Or I'm going to try and do one every week. The first couple, I'm going to do like one every couple of days. So sort of expect that sort of schedule. I might, if I manage to get like a whole block of boosters like I have here for Return to Ravnica, you might see these all come out like within the same week. So I'll sort of try and do that thing with some sparse with other interesting packs sort of in between that. So that's sort of how things will be done, guys. And thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.